Well, a very good afternoon to you. Trust you're having yourself a good afternoon. Many thanks for joining us here at K24 Newscast. We've compiled for you the latest happenings across the country, but first to the highlights. Attorney General Justin Muturi calls out critics demonizing Muguka without scientific proof, says his office is ready to give legal advice on the debate.
Maybe let's not try to demonize. Let's not try to demonize before we have the full facts, particularly scientific facts.
Needy pupils who sat their 2023 KCPE examinations in Kisauni Sub-County yet to join Form 1 due to financial constraints. Kenyans participate in tree planting exercises as the world marks World Environment Day, celebrated annually on the 5th of June.
We have measured into the aspect of restoring this forest, and Masinda Muliro University is one of the universities that we are working together with. There are other organizations, corporate institutes that are coming in.
To the program, my name is Bentura Komboka and our sign language interpreter at this hour will be Walter Asewe. And former Prime Minister Raila Odinga is confident that he will clinch the AUC position with the support of the government. Addressing the press today together with Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, Odinga said he plans to use his relationships across the continent to garner support. Mudavadi said the government is committed to ensuring that Odinga gets the seat, saying his experience makes him the best candidate for the position.
We have had a meeting with the Prime Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Secretary for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, my brother, Honorable Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi, who led a team of government officials. This was in regard to my candidacy for the African Union Commission chairmanship. I wish to reiterate the obvious, that I am vying for a position in Africa, not in the government of the Republic of Kenya. But I need the endorsement of the government of Kenya for that African position.
Indeed, despite the world becoming more fragmented and competitive, Kenya believes that multipolarity presents economic and geopolitical opportunities for Africa. Therefore, a whole of AU strategic approach to the emerging world will enable member states to project a common voice on global matters of consequence and enhance Africa's bargaining power for mutual benefit. And indeed, the Right Honorable Raila has summed this up.
Away from that, Attorney General Justin Muturi says his office is ready to give legal advice on the ongoing Muguka debate. Muturi, who called out critics demonizing Muguka, said that criticism should only be backed with scientific proof. The AG was speaking during sensitization workshop for the fourth medium plan for the government at School of Government in Embu, stated that the matter has not been officially presented in his office, but his office is ready to give a legal advice on Muguka discussions.
Now, allow me to take us, after that we shall have a plenary session.
Maybe let's not try to demonize. Let's not try to demonize before we have the full facts, particularly scientific facts. on certain issues.
We want independent research. Mukuje hapa Embu mufanye independent research, mufanye medical test kwa vijana wetu ambao wanakula muguka. Mtuambie kama vichwa zao zimeruka. Na wamekuwa wakikula tangu zamani, sio leo. Hata wazee wa zamani walikuwa nakula muguka huku Embu. Na wakuruka vichwa. Research ya pili, tunataka research ambayo itaonyesha tofauti ya muguka na miraa ni nini. Ndio isemekana eti muguka ndio mbaya, miraa ndio mzuri. The truth of the matter is that muguka is a variety of miraa.
And the recent decision by coastal counties to ban muguka is now being felt in the education sector. Kilifi County CEC for Education Falcon Kaingu has called for the immediate dismissal of any technical or vocational students found using or in possession of muguka. The stance, which has strongly been supported by Kilifi County Deputy Governor Honorable Flora Mbetsa, who assured Kilifi residents of the robust support for the youths in the region.
Asante sana. Waziri wa elimu pamoja na direct
We are taking education as our first agenda and our first serious engagement. Why? Because we know where people are empowered, where the youth are empowered, we relieve ourselves of a very serious burden. Leo hii tunasema vijana wanakula mogoka, hawazai tena, wengine wako hyper, as the deputy was saying the other day. It is because you are not empowered. I don't have time to take mogoka. Wauze, wasiuze, lakini tumesema hawatauza, lakini tumesema hatutakula. Why? Because we are seriously engaged. Vijana msikule mogoka, mnasikia? Yule tutamuona, yuala mogoka, tutamfukuza kwa activities zetu. Si ndio hivyo? Chairman, kama kuna vijana wanakula mogoka niite tuje tuwafukuze kwa and I'll be in that board meeting to expel them.
Lazima kila mtu awe na kitu ndani yake. Na wewe ambaye unasomea TVET ama VTC zetu ama zile zote ambazo ziko katika pwani. Nimefurahi kuna Mombasa, kuna Taita Taveta na ninajua wale wengine pia watatuunga mkono. Popote pale ulipo unaweza kuaccess huu ujuzi popote ulipo na unaweza kuchagua kile ambacho kiko ndani ya moyo wako. Kwa hivyo chochote kile wewe utahesabika.
To the finance bill, various organizations are today appearing before the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning to discuss and propose recommendations on the Finance Bill 2024. The hearing is now on its 8th day, with various stakeholders lamenting double taxation and calling for a review of some of the proposed clauses in the bill. Now let's cross over and listen in to the live proceedings.
Paragraph 57 and 59. This touches on the income of the National Housing Development Fund. The clause in our proposal should remain to be tax exempt, and if we have to tax, we allow a taxpayer to withdraw from the scheme within a given period of time, for example 5 years or so. And our justification is that this provision is detrimental to contributors who have saved money with the National Housing Development Fund towards the purchase of their first house. The government will have already invested the monies and earned an interest from the same. Chairman and committee members, on paragraph 62, 107, 109, is a proposal for removal of tax exemptions for the manufacturing and construction sectors. It's a view that the clause should remain to be tax exempt. And the reason is that the removal of the exemptions will discourage investments in manufacturing, plastics, recycling, and construction of specialized hospitals. This will increase unemployment and it will reduce the gains made in fighting climate change. Chairman and committee members, on paragraph 113, the bill proposes to restrict VAT exemptions on specialized equipment for the development and generation of solar and wind energy including photovoltaic modules, direct current charge controllers, direct current inverters, and deep cycle batteries that use or store solar.
And away from that, several students who sat for their Kenya Certificate of Primary Education in 2023 in Kisauni Sub-County in Mombasa are staring at a bleak future after they failed to join Form 1 due to the lack of financial means. The bright but needy students are appealing for support even as education stakeholders have cited concerns over a looming crisis over the future of dozens of learners. Gertrude Bugay has more.
As learning continues for several learners who joined secondary schools in January this year, dozens of needy but bright students in Mombasa County are at loss of missing out due to financial constraints.
Tumekutana na baadhi ya wazazi kule nyanjani ambao wana watoto na watoto wajaenda shuleni. Na watoto walipita vizuri sana, walipata max 300 kwenda juu. Na ukiangalia mapato ya wazazi ni ya chini, wengi wao hawana kazi. Wengi wao wanafanya tu kazi ya kupata kula peke yake, hata kulipa na watoto wenyewe wako na wajaenda shule.
In Sister Agnes Nanjala Secondary School, diminishing hope lingers among several students from needy families who have been forced to stay at home.
Kuna majirani wengine walikuwa wamenishawishi, wengine wanasema waninio niende nikawasimamie kazi zao, wengine wanasema nitafute kazi ya nyumba, yani changamoto nyingi tu.
Nikiwa nyumbani namsaidia mamangu kazi za nyumbani, na bebea watu maji ili mpate
kazi. Babangu ana kazi kwa sanitary towels, nafanya vibarua nunulie mwenyewe.
Education prices as risk being exploited in the process of being out of school.
Tunajua changamoto ambazo hasa katika msongo wa mawazo watakuwa na ile tamaa ya kujiua, maana yake wanaona kwamba wenzao wanaenda shule na wao hawaendi shule. Na kwa hivyo naomba wahisani tushike hao watoto mkono, tukijua changamoto ambazo sasa hata ziko katika society, na wasiposoma na wao ndio kioo cha kesho, tutakuwa tunapoteza malengo pia.
Parents and school heads are now appealing to well-wishers to assist in any way while urging the government to provide bursaries in order to resume with their education. Gertrude Burgay, K24 TV.
Moving on, residents of Tana River County have called out Kenya National Highways Authority, KENHA, Kenya Urban Roads Authority, KURA, and Kenya Rural Roads Authority, KERA, accusing it of substandard job at Konapunda stretch along Garissa Madogo Road. The agencies charged with the responsibility of building and maintaining roads had reopened the road after it was destroyed by floods. Speaking to the press in Garissa town, the National Livestock Marketing Council Chair, Dubat Amey, said that over the years, the road agency have not lived up to expectations when it comes to delivering quality works. Sheila Tembur with the details.
This is the state of Konapunda stretch along Garissa Madogo Road, repaired 3 times in less than 6 months. The road that is the gateway to northeastern was destroyed in May by flash floods after River Tana burst its banks. The Kenya National Highway Authority had reopened the road on May 22nd for use after a 5-day repair. Garissa residents have now hit out at Kenya National Highway Authority, Kenya Urban Roads Authority, and Kenya Rural Roads Authority for the shoddy work on the roads.
Niko tayari kwenda anti-corruption office kutaja majina ya ma-engineers ambaye ni kero kwetu. Nyinyi wote mnajua vile barabara ya Garissa na Nairobi iliharibika. Inakuwa na impact ngapi? Inakuwa na impact ngapi? Nyinyi mnajua kila Jumatano lori 20 ya ng'ombe ilikuwa ikipita. Kizendo ujui hiyo?
Najua.
Siku ngapi bado pita hiyo barabara? Mwezi ngapi? Impact yake ni nini? Okay. Wewe unajua mara nyingine tumekosa mboga. Tumekosa mayai. Impact yake ni nini?
Residents further took issue with the conduct of some officials from the road agency, accusing them for their laxity in work.
We have a number of institutions, government institutions, which are supposed to render service to us. Because they say county is not doing anything, will not do anything. Let the Kenya civil servants in Garissa wake up. We are elders. We have seen devoted civil servants. We have seen people who are committed to this country. We know there are people who are working very well, the chiefs, some security apparatus, but I am saying this, and I want to be heard. The Kenya civil servants in northeastern province, particularly in Garissa, wake up please, work.
Reporting for K24, I'm Sheila Tembur.
The Matatu Owners Association, MOA, has urged the government to rescind the proposed 2.5% motor vehicle annual tax in the draft Finance Bill 2024. MOA Chairman Albert Karakache termed the tax to be capped at a minimum of 5,000 and a maximum of 100,000 as a death knell to the country's budding automotive industry. The association has vowed to oppose the proposal as it will affect their businesses.
We will want to urge the government to support 14-seater countrywide because we believe for now 14-seater are the ones which are all over the country, and we need a support from the government because if GB Auto can be able to be supported in terms of taxes and in terms of how they can bring their vehicles here, we will be able to help our membership countrywide. How is it going to affect our business? Because we still pay other taxes. If you go to fuel levy, we are paying taxes through fuel levy. Still, even in insurance, we are still paying taxes. So we are just telling the government that that 2.5% as the association, we believe it cannot support, we cannot be able to support it. Because the same vehicles are the ones which are carrying the hustler. So we are urging the government not to put that 2.5% as a bill. We will not support it at all.
We take a breather here at K24 Newscast. We have more news for you after this break. Stay tuned.
Are you a church and seeking to reach an even bigger congregation? K24 TV and Kameme TV are